I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to use. I don't know what the wind noise is like. I still haven't quite figured out my microphone setup yet to where it doesn't get any wind noise at certain speeds. I'm sure me having the smaller windscreen doesn't help at all, but again, thank you guys for the comments. It really does help me out. I like engaging with you guys and just kind of giving a talk. And so I got a comment the other day, a guy asking if something happened to the Pan America, if it got stolen, if it got totaled, what bike would you consider getting? And the short answer is, for right now, I always want a Pan America in my garage. It's the perfect bike for me. Let me get past this dude. Like I said, it does everything that I want it to do. It's everything I want in a bike. Now, would I consider a medium ADV bike? They are gaining a little bit more popularity. The ADV crowd is, whether or not they like to admit it, they are getting older. And, well, when getting older, I mean, it's helpful to not have as heavy of a bike. They become really cumbersome and really heavy to pick up. So it makes sense that these guys are going to the smaller bikes and the more medium bikes and even like the small ADV bike. My other bike that's in my garage, it's a small dual sport. I have a 2018 WR250R. It had almost no miles on it, so I still had to do the break-in period. And I think I bought that bike back in 22, but it had all the things that I would have done to it. You know, it had the bash guard, it had the hand guards, it had a bigger tank on it. Like, this guy had done everything that I would probably do anyways. So I ended up picking that up, and to be really honest with you, I got that bike to help with my dirt skills. I started riding dirt on this bike. Up until then, I was riding just street, just pavement. When I got this, it opened up those roads to me, and I started learning those roads on this big, heavy bike. And it was great. You know, the rider modes definitely helped me out with learning those things. They have definitely toned down the dirt to where it was manageable. It was great to learn on, but the bike is heavy. And whether you think so or not, it does hinder you in learning quite a bit, because you have that fear or that anxiety of, what if I drop the bike? You know, it's an expensive bike. Oh, what if I can't pick it up? But yeah, getting on a smaller dual sport helped me learn dirt a hell of a lot better. I bought that bike for this bike. And I know not everybody can do that, but if you have the capabilities of picking up a smaller dual sport that you can learn on that's a little bit easier on you, I would definitely recommend it. It has helped me out tons. You drop a small dual sport, it doesn't weigh hardly anything in comparison to this. And so if you drop it, it's not a big deal. You just pick it back up and get going. If you're like me and you're using it to learn some of the slow speed stuff, even if you go down on the bike, it's not that big of a deal most of the time. Where your protection and your armor, that's of course. Whenever I take this bike out, I have my knee guards on. And not just the ones that are built into the pants. I took those ones out, and I have the hard Liat knee and shin guards. There's a whole nother debate about getting full like knee braces and things like that. I didn't. For right now, these are working, but I wear them every time. Even if I'm not riding dirt, I just, it's a habit to get into, and I don't wear my jacket all the time, so it's not like I'm at all the gear all the time. But if I know I'm gonna get onto dirt, there's always a chance that the bike could go over, and it's better to have something than nothing. But other than that, getting a small dual sport helps a lot. So we are headed up to China Wall up here up in Forest Hill. We're gonna go take some pictures of the bike, maybe some videos. Whew. It's a little snowy. Yeah. Maybe we'll pull off right there at Fitting Mill, kind of in the dirt, and take pictures there. Oh, that's slippery. Alright, well, that was the best. See how long this battery lasts. I don't think it's gonna last very long. Well, this is where I was talking about. That's Eric. What's up?
Sorry, I didn't mean to call y'all bitches.
China Wall's covered in snow. Yeah.
I was headed up there next.
Really? Really?
Finally, my credit card's rewards kicked back in so I can use it on Amazon. And I had more than enough to buy one of these.
Did you? That says something about your spending.
It says something that I'm strategically using my money wisely.
Is that what you tell yourself when you do your dividends at REI?
You know the bullshit turns that are sketchy anyway.
Yeah.
Just
You went all the way up Shirt Tail and everything?
I came down Yankee Gym.
Yeah.
Shirt Tail. Down on Yankee Gyms, all the waterfalls are flowing. I mean, there's probably 15 waterfalls.
I didn't even know that was here.
We don't tell people. Us locals, we don't want you yahoos down there messing up our waterfall.
So it's a new day. My GoPro decided it was gonna cut out halfway through this video, so it's the next day. Thanks, GoPro. Anyways, back to what I was saying. That middleweight ADV segment is really interesting to me. It seems a lot of brands are going that direction now. It is growing in popularity, whether that's because ADV riders or some ADV riders are, you know, retired, they're getting older, they don't want a big heavy bike, they want something that's a little bit more manageable, maybe a little bit more off-road focused, just to make it easier, or whatever the case might be. They have made some really cool options that are very attractive to me. Like, if I wasn't so into the Pan America, I might be going after a Yamaha T7 or a Ducati Desert X, or hell, even the BMW GS 900. Those are all really cool bikes. They're really attractive too. Like, I like that idea of a lighter weight, not as heavy, but more capable off-road. Would I replace my Pan America with one of those middleweight bikes? No. I just know. They are priced very competitively though. Those middleweight bikes, I think you can get a T7 for like 10 grand brand new. They're basic bikes. I mean, I know the 2025 models, they have a little bit more upgrades to them. I know they're now making, or they will be making a lower model, because the T7 is tall. A lot of these middleweight bikes are pretty tall. And if that's a concern to you, Pan America is a good option. I mean, I know some of the other ones have it too. I think the Ducatis have it, the BMWs have it, where it does that. You come to a stop and it lowers the seat. Those big bikes have those options. They have that tech in them. And say what you want to about the tech in a new big heavy adventure bike, they do have them, and they do make things easier. Overall, I think just get what makes sense to you. Like, maybe you don't have a budget for a big ADV bike, but you still want to do ADV riding. You can get a cheap small dual sport that'll do it. You know, you might not be able to travel on the highway as well, but then you just avoid the highways. That's not a bad thing. I try to avoid the highways whenever I can. It's not a fun part of riding. Highways are not fun. I'm sorry, they're just not. So taking those back roads and maybe having a bike that's a little bit smaller, kind of forcing you to take lesser known ways to get to a certain place. It's not a bad thing. I mean, you're on a trip, right? Enjoy the ride. But if you want to go that whole route of if money was no object type of like what if scenario, I'd have a bunch of bikes in my garage. If garage space wasn't an issue either, I'd have a middleweight ADV bike, but I definitely have more ADV bikes than not. That's just how I like to ride. And know how you like to ride. If you don't want to see the occasional dirt or whatever you want, maybe you don't need an ADV bike for that. But you don't have to use an ADV bike for that. You can use an ADV bike for everything. They're great options if you just want to have a bike to ride and just go wherever you want to. So that's going to do it for today. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. What would you guys get? What would you guys look at? If you could, please subscribe. It definitely helps me out. All right, guys. See you later. Fuck it, why not? I found a friend. I Sick. I had to turn around and chase him. It's like, oh, look, another one.